this is what I have so far of the current polystyrene drawing project at Dad's place. And I recall finishing coloring in the belt in the afternoon. Then more towards the evening, I drew the back of the hoodie and then finished coloring it in. In the afternoon, it was when I finished drawing the hoodie, and then towards the evening was when I finished connecting the red line. Then did that a rectangle patterning for the top of the hoodie. And what I'm doing right now are these details for primarily the back of the jacket, but also a little bit of the sides. In the evening, the night, I considered taking a picture of the back of my winter jacket hoodie in order to serve as a reference image, but then I decided not to do that. To some extent, currently, the back of this jacket is inspired by the back of the jean jacket that I drew for this polystyrene drawing. Though ultimately, there's going to be some differences between that jacket and the jacket I'm currently drawing. This is something that Dad's mom made for me and Dad. At some point, Dad visited his mom. After work. And then I recall that he went to Salvatore's to get some pasta. I recall him as getting ziti with Alfredo sauce. Or maybe just ziti. I got up, or maybe woke up for the last time today around noon. But I stayed in bed until about 1 p.m. I think this might be a slice of eggplant. To some extent, it tastes like having spaghetti. I recall first waking up today around 9:30 in the morning after going to bed somewhere between 5 and 6 in the morning. But then I fell back asleep. At least one time in total. Maybe 2 times at most. Around 1:30 p.m. was when I had some granola cereal with my first cup from a morning pot Dad prepared for me before he went to work. And for breakfast, I had what was left of an old bag of nut and honey granola cereal that was secured with a rubber band. I got a new bowl, but it turned out that there was a bowl pre-prepared for me. But it hid in plain sight because Dad put some paper, print paper with words on it, on top of the bowl. And maybe he put a spoon on top of that paper. But I never noticed. Until he pointed it out upon getting home in the evening. To some extent, this tastes like butternut squash, or made me think of butternut squash. I believe this might be the eggplant. That Dad talked about earlier in the evening. And now I'm going to have that a bowl of cereal, granola cereal, sometime tomorrow. I recall having a few cups of coffee. Roughly from 1:30 p.m. to maybe 5 p.m. at the latest. So I had one of my cups, at least part of it, with a glass of milk, much like this one, with 2 sandwiches I toasted that Dad prepared for me in the morning, with 1 piece of bread having the meat on top and another piece of bread having the cheese on top. Each piece of bread not touching each other. And then I carefully when it was done toasting, moved the pieces of bread onto a plastic lid that I use as a plate. A new lid, I believe, since I saved one of the sandwiches for later. In this case, 6:15 p.m. Of which I did the same thing and had 2 slices of the leftover pizza that we got from Salvatore's the other day to bring home to have for later. A medium pizza with Alfredo sauce, roasted red peppers, and broccoli. I was careful in both times I had the sandwiches to combine the bread pieces to make them sandwiches. One with cheese and one with meat, each to make the sandwiches. I also spent some time today making and uploading U-Cut projects to YouTube in order to catch up on the My Dinner backlog, and I currently have no backlog now of My Dinner videos that I need to edit and upload to YouTube. I recall uploading the January 22 My Dinner video in the afternoon and the January 23 video in the evening. So this is the available building I got for the new event that they currently have on Elvenar. It started earlier, and this is where I'm at currently with the mini game. Haven't really done anything on it yet, but it's here that I collected the evolvable building. I used this building to replace I just have to find it. To replace this building, which was quite outdated in my city. Here it is currently. Royal Velvet. I'm now on the alumni chapter. Though I haven't really gotten into it yet. I have this side quest to complete after completing some side quests for the previous Elementals chapter, and this is part of a side quest meant to introduce the new cauldron mechanic. And this is where I'm at currently on the task sets.